Hey guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another video on the channel. And today's video I'm going to touch on 5 tips and tricks that I used in this Call of Duty beta to make it not as so aggressive and as hard as what it normally is. Call of Duty from a get-go is normally pretty hard, from obviously beta perspective. So obviously I've got 5 tips. Obviously in this video I am going to cover regarding what I think and what helped me a lot play in the small space that I have. So obviously tip one is play the game mode that you're happy with. Okay, so when you load up the game, there is a couple of game modes available to you. TDM and DOM are the standard two that are there. You do have search and you do have a third party sort of game mode too. But like I said, always play the game mode that you are most comfortable with. I was playing a few games of DOM and a few games of TDF Max, and I just found TDM was a lot easier for me because I didn't have to really rely on anyone else. As you know, DOM is a very my bad, bro. TDM and obviously DOM is a lot of work if you're on your own in terms of it's just who's got the better team really at that point. One person can't really one person can't really change it as much. This is mental. So tip one, yeah guys, play the game modes obviously you're comfortable with. For me, it's TDM at the moment. Just because I don't have to rely on another teammate or domination is very hard. Like I said, it's one versus two. You're on your own. So that is tip number one: is play game mode that you are comfortable with. Obviously, some of these tips will change depending on your setup and who you're playing with. But that's what it is for now, guys. So play game modes you are comfortable with. Okay, tip two. I always find useful in every Call of Duty I play is find the halfway point. And what do I mean by that? Obviously, every map's different. For me, I just like to find the halfway point of the map and go from there. And what that means is I know where halfway is if I decide to run straight in a line and they straight into a line. Where are we going to end up? Pretty much near each other. So obviously, yeah, easiest thing for me is to go into a private match and just, unless you want to explore it on your own, that's up to you. But for me, I played a little bit of search. Search and destroy is always a good one to help let people know where the halfway point is, because you'll get shot or you see another enemy. So it's another easy way to find that out. Tip number three is definitely in this Call of Duty, not much like the others, is try different guns. At the start, I believe a lot of it is behind the M4. So you do have to use the M4 for a fair bit anyway before you get the rest of your guns unlocked. This year in Call of Duty, I'll show you just at the end of this video, there's a lot of the guns that are behind another gun paywall. It's not like before, like level 5, oh you get this gun, well done, and at level 8 you get this gun, well done. Because you've got to play so many games, I assume, or play enough with one gun to get the rest sorted. Like for example, I want to use one of the submachine guns, but to do so I have to use another gun and level up another gun for a bit. I know he's there on that corner, so I'm going to wait for it. But yeah, obviously this Call of Duty, like I said, not like the rest of the Call of Duties this year, you have to play with different guns. Otherwise you're going to be stuck with the same sort of guns every year. That is obviously my main tip from me, is use different guns. You're going to have to use them anyway. You never know. I've really found some machine guns are always the best for me. But I did find a very heavy machine gun that I did much better with. So, you find different things as you go. Tip number 4 is find your style. So everyone has a style of play when they play these types of games, whether you're an objective type game player or you're just want to kill the other team type player. It really depends on your style of play, on how you play. Like for example, right now, if you're a bit more of a objective player, you're doing what I'm doing. You're looking at a couple of entry points. You're not focused on the whole map. You're focused on what you can see, and it's not so crazy. But if you wanted to just run around and try and get as many kills as you can do. Like, that is another way to play it. It's optional in terms of your play style. Like, if I had a submachine gun here, we normally just run around. I don't know how I lost that. I normally just run around and get kills. Like, for example, now, like, we'll change guns for a second. Oh, I don't have it loaded. I don't have it on this class. But yeah, if I had a submachine gun versus an AR, I think I'd be running around all over the place trying to get as many kills as I can before the game ends. But obviously, depending on obviously your play style, like I said, submachine gun players are normally based on how fast they are around the maps and how quick they are to attack everybody. That is obviously what SMPs do. It's very close range. They don't have much range on it like an AR. So if you are that type of player, don't try and like go across map with a machine gun, because you're just not going to win. You're not going to win that fight, and you're probably going to lose. And tip number 5 is something I always preach when playing these types of games: is play with friends. Like, randoms are fun to a point, but you can never really rely on these types of players to play a game. Like, for example, if you are playing the likes of Domination or TDM with a group of friends, or with a group of like maybe 2 of you or 3 of you, it's so much more fun, and it puts you much on a better advantage than playing on your solo. Like when I play Domination, I like to play with at least 1 or 2 people. So obviously I can run around, and for example, I'll go, I'm going to go capture B now, and they're like, oh yeah, I'll come with you. So it's a bit more team game focused. And obviously that is, for me, what the 5 main tips are. So just quickly, just to run it down, is play a game mode you're comfortable with, find the halfway points in the map. You've got no choice this year but to try new guns anyway. Number 4 is find your style, and number 5 is play with your friends. What I'm just going to quickly do is touch upon topic number 3. It is obviously try new guns, and I'll show you, for example, what the situation is. So for the M4, that's the only gun you get given after a set point. Progression, obviously here, I leveled the M4 up to 100%, which is unlocked the F-TAC Recon and the 555 Icardis, and obviously I have to use those guns if I wanted to unlock the M16. For example, I believe once I get this gun to level 12, I'll then have access to the M16, and obviously same goes for the F-TAC Recon. After a certain point, I will have access to the FS Hurricane, because obviously there is no levels, like you don't get it at like level 15 like you do anymore. Obviously you unlock some as you go, so I unlocked this one. It's normally the AK-74U, and obviously a couple of others, but look, this is my main submachine gun. This is one I really love playing with, but obviously you don't get it until you complete other games, so you have to use the M4 to start with, and then it does unlock this gun, the light heavy machine gun, and it does unlock a battle rifle, so you do get the chance to use other guns. But that is what I was touching upon in terms of it's all behind one M4 to start with. Leave a like, guys. I'm going to do a couple more videos on obviously Call of Duty. Call of Duty has never really been on my channel much before. I am a FIFA content creator, but while I've got the time to play this beta, I will be bringing videos out for you guys. I hope you enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.